right, y'all, it's C Swoope right back at you with another one. M7P, you never know what we coming with. But today, we got a future world champion of the world, Delonte Tiger Johnson.
Yeah. If the chains ain't clanking, the kid ain't right.
This right hand hurt him, and it's gonna be a knockdown for Tiger Johnson.
And the Tiger is showing his fight. Steps in and puts a stop to the fight.
You already know the drill. Let's get it.
Listen. We get money too. Man, don't play with him.
All right, Tiger, man.
What up with it?
We here, man. Congrats on everything you done did
appreciate
this
it.
far, man. You a U.S. Olympian. You a pro boxer now. So we got to take it back now, man. So how did you even get into boxing in the first place? And what age were you when you started?
I started when I was 7.
Okay.
Boxing is like a family sport. On my father's side, I got cousins and uncles, that boxed and fought professionally. So my dad put me in at 7, at age 7. It was supposed to be 10, but he put me in early because I was always fighting, at school or outside, So he put me in early. Clint Martin and Coach D was our coaches growing up.
Okay.
And then, later on, Clint and Sappho was up.
Gotcha.
Became my coaches.
So your dad originally, did he used to box, or it was just more of a family thing that y'all did?
I mean, he was like in the gym, but he wasn't like no boxer. But
yeah,
like his uncles and cousins, was actually boxers.
Okay.
Fought professionally, so.
That's dope. Okay. All right. So who did you kind of look up to growing up, either professionally or in the community? I really want both for real, so professionally, community-wise, and what would you say you took from their fighting styles that you apply, to your skill set today?
Well, as far as like the city goes, like people like Raynell Williams,
Okay.
Prentice Brewer,
You training?
Terrell Boucher, like we came up, Yondell Evans, like we came up watching them because we had teammates like Raynell, Zadie Adams, like they always fought in Golden Gloves and stuff like that. So, we grew up watching the older guys. And then like as far as like the professional, my favorite fighter's always been, of course Floyd.
Okay.
Roy Jones, Pernell Whitaker. And then like now, I like one of my favorites is like Terrence Crawford. I like Tank Davis, Shakur Stevens.
All right. So you got the nickname Tiger. So first I want to know who gave you that name and what did that name come from? I would assume speed, but I'm gonna let you tell it.
No, a lot of people think I got that name from boxing. Like I was born with that nickname.
Really?
Yeah, my parents named me that because I had a birthmark, and I guess they said it was like a tiger stripe, so they gave me that nickname.
Wow.
So then, like when I started boxing, like me and my teammates, like we used to always pretend that we was pros, and we used to always like try to come up with like boxing names.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I'm gonna stick with Tiger.
That was smart. Yeah, it's smart. So.
Yeah.
Damn, so it don't have nothing to do with just being like fast, like a cat or nothing like that. It's really came from something totally different.
It's really like coincidental for real. Like it just happened. It just happened to be my boxing name, but I was born with it. Like nobody calls me my real name. Like family members, like nobody around me calls me by my real name. Like I'm known as Tiger.
Tiger. There it is, Tiger Johnson. All right, so now I want to get into your amateur background a little bit, and basically, how did you get started into amateur boxing, and at what point did you realize that you could kind of that you could be elite at this and you could really make a career out of it?
I want to say after my second fight, because I lost my first 2 fights.
Okay.
And then
were they bad losses?
No, they weren't bad losses. Like my first fight, I fought somebody that had the same experience.
Okay.
And then I fought that same person again. You know what I'm saying? So I lost to him twice. But
yeah.
After that, man, I went like on a 2-3 year winning streak, which is going crazy. So right after that, during that streak, that's when I realized like I'm gonna be the next one to go to the Olympics.
That's what's up. So speaking of the Olympics, how is that process for people who don't know? Because I'm sure it's hard to get in the Olympics. You know what I mean? So what does it take to really get selected for that? And is it, more of a thing that's kind of political, or is it really like, no, if you win these bouts, you're gonna make it? How does that process work?
Man, for real, like the Olympics is really like a gamble for real. 10,000 athletes out of the world population go to the Olympics, so it's like
that's very small.
It's really a gamble. It's like it's a tough road because you got to compete for your spot. But really, I really wanted to go pro. You know what I mean? Because life was bad, man. At that, around that time, like I wanted like 2015, 2016. Like life was a roller coaster, man. You feel me? But you know, I didn't graduate high school. You know, my parents was mad at me, so it was like it was a lot going on. You know what I mean? And then I went to try out for the youth national team, lost to Ryan Garcia. You feel me? But
I'm hearing you want to make up for that loss.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like as time go on, it's like I don't really. It's like
it is.
I would like to fight him, but as time go on, it's like I'm just focused on just getting to where he at. You know what I mean? So
makes sense.
You know, a cool friend of mine, Mark Castro, he told me that he heard that Ryan was turning pro.
Okay.
And I seen him at a tournament, and he was like, man, you might be like the next person they might call. So he put that buzz in my ear. So when they was gathering all the number ones, when it was my weight class, Ryan and the number 2, which is Brian Lua, they both turned pro that year. I was the number 3. So both of them turned pro. And I got called to.
So in a sense, that was a blessing.
Yeah, like in a way, like I thank Ryan for turning pro. You feel me? But you know what I'm saying? Like, cause if it wasn't for him going pro, then I wouldn't have had that. I wouldn't have had that break. You feel me? And I feel like my confidence wouldn't have been as good as it was coming home from Russia either. I ain't had nothing to lose. You know, everybody. Once I got called in, everybody found out. Everybody was like, man, you gonna lose first day.
Nothing worse than a person with nothing to lose.
Yeah, like everybody thought I was gonna lose. I fought Cuba first day. Mobbed him, you know what I'm saying? I fought Japan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan. I fought all the top dudes and got the gold medal. So I went there, did what I had to do. I won, made the elite team, and that was my journey.
That was it from there.
That was it.
Where was your Olympic bout at? How far did you make it? And where was it at? What country were you in?
We was in Tokyo, Japan.
Tokyo.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
gotcha.
I won my first 2 fights. And then I lost to the Cuban in the quarterfinals.
But at the end of the day, you were an Olympian, and that's a hell of an accomplishment in itself. So much of an accomplishment that when you went pro, I'm sure you had to figure out which promotional company you wanted to go with. You're a top-ranked fighter. If people don't know, Floyd Mayweather, Muhammad Ali, the list goes on and on. Manny Pacquiao, Oscar De La Hoya, Terrence Crawford have all fought under this promotional company. How did you go about picking which promotional company you were gonna go with when you turned pro?
For real, we was growing up, it wasn't no Al Heyman and Matchroom and nothing like that. It was just top rank. You know what I mean? Like that was like the main.
For sure.
That was like the main, like ESPN. That was like the main thing that we was watching. So we always wanted to be like, man, I want to go to top rank. You feel me? But in my opinion, they got the best matchmakers. They know how to move. They turn. If you look at every legend that started with top rank, they got turned into superstars. You know what I mean? So
that's fact.
They make careers. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So Floyd, Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Leonard,
got him. Yep.
They legends, and they all started with top rank.
I want you to talk to us about, you know, how you and PJ met, how you went about making him your trainer, and you know, just give us backstory, your background, because you all seem to be really tight, and you know, it's a great thing to see.
Well, I mean, with PJ, I watched this generation from when I was a little kid. Like, basically, I told him, like, man, like, when it's time for me to go pro, like, I mean, I would like him, you know, to come train me.
So during Tiger's Olympic run, Safo couldn't make it to the last chance qualifiers because he couldn't get off work. So Safo asked me to go out there and work his corner because, of course, Safo trusts me because I'm a product of him. And the chemistry was good, so he asked me, he was like, yo, when I turn pro, I want you to join the team with me and Safo and take this journey with me with my career. So I was down for it. He always was like a little brother to me, so.
People, they call me old school. I started boxing in 1971. You know, and so I be like techniques. So I make sure you do everything on defense and offense, everything tight down right. And I think that would make him be a successful boxer now because he does everything to perfection.
Tiger, one of the best boxers that I seen come out of Cleveland in a very long time. He's special. I think as long as he stay focused on the right path and grind hard and focus, he can be champ of the world and more than one division.
That's growth. That is something that you like to see.
All right, Tiger. So in your pro career to this point, you're 7-0. You got 5 knockouts, and you've been absolutely dominant. I mean, you breaking these cats down. I mean, the ref has to stop the fight, or you knocking them out just flat. How would you explain your boxing style, your technique, your skill set? You know, if you had to break yourself down, not to give your opponents too much, but you know, how would you explain, you know, the way you go about yourself in the ring?
I'm a good counter puncher, you know, of course, but I feel like I'm just more offensive first. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather just go in for the kill than you know what I mean? Then you know, of course, like the countering and the defense will show. You know what I mean? But I feel like I'm more of a like attack more.
So you can fight in the pocket while still being able to counter and still have defense, basically.
Yeah, man. Cause I mean, especially if you're in the pocket, man, like you in the trenches. You feel me? So you got to be able to have that defense. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be return fire. You feel me? So
For sure.
when you that close, you got to be prepared. Like he ain't just gonna let you just throw all them punches.
No, sure.
You know what I mean? Something coming back.
Would you say you can fight on the outside just as good though?
Oh yeah, all day. That's the first thing I was taught, how to outbox somebody. A lot of people don't know a lot of what I got in the toolbox because I haven't had a chance.
Had to go into
Yeah, I didn't have to
Yeah.
outbox somebody and just move around. Like I just been doing what I had to do, just you know what I'm saying. But
Get them a body.
yeah, you feel me? So they ain't really get a chance to see everything in the toolbox. But
Just gonna keep getting better.
Yeah, just keep getting better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. All right, so if it was up to you, basically, hypothetically, on the path that you're going on, you know, at what time or time period would you say that you think you'll be champion, or would you like to be, you know, have a title shot?
Cause he know he's not gonna.
I'm for sure gonna be ranked by the end of this year. I'm gonna be in the rankings by the end of this year. But the goal is to get the belt. But by the time I get that title shot, I want to just be so sharp. Like you feel me? Like where it's like I breeze through that title shot. Whatever I get that first title shot, I'm breezing through
Like
it.
it's gonna be like it's
Yeah,
nothing,
you feel me? So
basically.
I'm just focused on just developing, man, and just learning as much as I can and just getting experience.
Okay. So with that being said, while you're getting your experience and everything, where do you think you're at right now? So you see fighters, I'm sure you're a fan of boxing. So, I mean, especially your division and people around your division, you got some heavy hitters. You know, you got Tank Davis, you got Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, we talked about him already, Teofimo Lopez. Where do you see your skills and your skill set and where you're at now if someone were to throw you in that ring right now, we want to know?
They gonna have to see me. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna just come to my way class. You know what I'm saying? But they gonna have to see me for sure. You know what I'm saying? But man, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, me personally, like I feel like there's fighters at 140 now that's up in the rankings that I smoke.
You would smoke them right now.
I do damage. Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to hear.
yeah. I definitely do damage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, like I said, you know what I'm saying? Like the focus is just, you know, development, just
I got you.
getting that experience. Cause what they do got that I don't got is that experience. You know what I mean? They done been in title shots and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But skill wise, you know what I'm saying? Just me knowing me, like I know I do damage.
So when you add that skill with that experience, it's gonna be
So it's over.
all she wrote then.
Yeah, it's over. You feel me?
All right. So with that being said, you got to fight April 1st. You know who your competitor is yet?
I ain't gonna lie, man. He got a cool little resume, and he never been knocked out before. He never been stopped before. So you know, Tosa, you know.
So that's the challenge right there. Then.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie though, I've been completing that challenge, but all the fighters that never been stopped before, I got them up out of there.
Yeah.
So
is that the goal on April 1st? Is that what you're trying to give the people, or
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just you just gonna give them, you know?
man, the goal is to win and then, you know, just knock his head off.
Hey, I like to hear it, man. All right, so there it is. You've heard Tiger's background, what it takes to get here, be an Olympian, be a professional boxer, on the road to being a champion. Now we're gonna see just how nice Tiger is with the hands as he
Don't
works
blink.
out with his trainer PJ right here.
Don't blink, man.
That's major.
Yeah, I'm serving. I'm serving. I'm serving. I'm serving. I'm working. I'm working. I'm working. I'm working. I'm serving. I'm serving. I'm serving. I'm serving. I'm working. I'm working. I'm working. I'm working. I'm serving. serving. I'm working. It's summer. It's curtains. They chirping. It's perfect. My deserve a Birkin. I grew up serving. My home is serving. My home is serving. My home is serving. 223, give them surgery. Call Blitz them Persian. Pack showed up, sent it urgent. Pack showed up, so I'm serving. Make hits, don't miss some curry.
Now that's amazing.
Get caught, I bound like Barry. Fresh out in the Marys. I'm serving. I'm serving. I'm serving. I'm working.